My child, I have watched you for a long time. I have seen your heart grow heavy with the weight of this world, and I have seen how you have turned away from me when I called. You have heard my whisper in the quiet hours, and you have felt the gentle tug of my spirit, yet you have ignored it again and again. This is not the first time I have reached for you, but this may be the last time I speak so clearly before the door begins to close. I am not a God who delights in anger, but I am a God of truth and justice. My patience has limits when rebellion becomes your comfort and sin becomes your friend. You have tested me with your delay, with your pride, with your excuses that sound holy but are empty inside. You say you love me, but your actions show otherwise. You confess with your lips, but your heart is far from me. You walk in shadows, pretending to carry light, but the darkness clings to you because you have not truly surrendered. Do you think I do not see what happens in secret? Do you believe that your hidden thoughts escape my sight? I see the jealousy, the resentment, the silent sins you have justified. You have built walls around your heart, convincing yourself that I will always wait, that grace will always cover what you refuse to change. But my grace is not an excuse, it is a call to transformation. When you use my mercy to remain the same, you mock my cross. I did not die for you to stay comfortable in sin. I died so that you could rise above it. But you have returned to what I freed you from, and now you stand at a dangerous edge. The time is near when I will shake the heavens and the earth. The world you know is shifting, the signs are already before you. The storms, the unrest, the fear that spreads among nations, they are not random. They are the warnings that I am near, that my patience with corruption and pride is ending. Yet even as I speak, you scroll, you delay, you say, maybe later. You fill your time with noise to drown out my voice. But you cannot silence me. My spirit still knocks, my presence still waits, but not forever. There comes a moment when the door closes, not because I stop loving, but because the time for mercy gives way to the time of truth. I am angry because I love you. My anger is not hatred, it is the pain of a father watching his child run into fire while calling it freedom. You have chosen what destroys you, and you think I will stand by quietly? I have given you warnings in dreams, through people, through the unease in your own heart, but you pushed them away. You said, "It's nothing," but deep down you know it was me. I have protected you from dangers you never saw. I held back the consequences of your choices more times than you realize. I gave you chances, doors of escape, signs in the smallest moments. Yet you ignored them because they didn't fit your plan. Do you think I am silent because I am weak? Do you believe I will not act? The days of lukewarm hearts are ending. The days of pretending are over. I am coming to separate truth from lies, light from darkness, wheat from weeds. You cannot stand in both anymore. You must choose. And you must choose now, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when it's convenient. Now. My spirit is speaking to your spirit even as you read this. You feel it, that stirring, that trembling, that unease, that is not fear from me, but conviction. I am calling you back, not to punish, but to prepare. I am sending a shaking, not to destroy you, but to wake you. The shaking will reveal what you truly trust. If you trust in money, it will fail. If you trust in people, they will disappoint. If you trust in yourself, you will fall. But if you trust in me, you will stand. My child, I am angry not because I want to curse you, but because I long to bless you and you keep running from the blessing. You have chased what glitters and ignored what is eternal. You have forgotten that this world is temporary, but your soul is not. I formed you for more than pleasure and pain, I formed you to know me. And yet you treat me like an afterthought, a background presence instead of your source of life. Still, even now, my hands are open. Even in my anger, there is mercy. I am not closing the door yet, I am giving you one last chance. Repent, return, remember who you are. You have wandered far, but you are not lost beyond my reach. If you would fall on your knees, if you would cry out even now, I will hear you. I will forgive you. I will restore what sin and fear have stolen. But if you harden your heart again, if you scroll past this message as if it were just another post, then you will weep later when you realize it was me speaking. My child, I have not left you. Even when your faith has flickered, I have guarded the flame so it would not die. I have walked beside you through moments you thought were empty, and I have whispered into the silence you called hopelessness. You did not see me, but I was there, steady, patient, waiting for the moment your heart would finally stop running and turn to me again. Every tear you shed has been seen, every wound you tried to hide has been known. You have mistaken my quiet for absence, but my quiet was mercy. I wanted you to hear the truth inside your own heart before I spoke again. And now I speak, not to condemn you, but to call you home. The world has taught you to hide your pain behind strength, to build walls where I wanted windows, to chase approval where I offered peace. But none of those things will heal you. They fill your days, but they do not fill your soul. I am the one who made you, and only I know what can restore you. Come to me, and you will remember what real life feels like, not the kind measured by success or recognition, but the kind that breathes from the inside out, full of light and quiet joy. You say you are not worthy. You tell yourself you have gone too far, done too much. But I tell you this, my love does not begin where you are perfect, it begins where you are broken. My grace is not a reward, it is a rescue. You do not need to climb to reach me, you need only to open your heart where you stand. I am already near. There will still be storms, there will still be nights that test you. But every time you choose faith over fear, you will find me there. When you choose kindness over anger, I will strengthen you. When you forgive instead of retaliating, you will feel my peace flowing through you like living water. That is how you will know that I live in you. My beloved, stop counting the times you failed. Count instead the times I lifted you back up. You are still here, still breathing, still capable of change. That is evidence of my mercy. Let today be the day you decide to begin again, not in guilt, but in gratitude. Let every word you speak, every step you take, become an offering of love. You are not too late. The light you thought you lost still burns within you. If you come to me, I will fan it into fire again. You will rise from what tried to bury you, and what once felt like the end will become the beginning of something eternal. My child, listen closely now, for what I am giving you is not a threat, it is an invitation. You have carried burdens that were never yours to carry. You have tried to fix everything alone, believing that strength means never asking for help. But I never asked you to do this life without me. You were not created to walk in constant survival. You were created to walk in trust. The heaviness you feel is not only from the world around you, it is from trying to control what was always meant to be surrendered. You keep trying to write your own story, yet every time you do, the ink fades because you are not holding the pen I gave you. Give it back to me, and watch how I rewrite your story with beauty you cannot imagine. You think it's too late, that too much time has been lost, but time means nothing to me. I can restore what years of pain have stolen. I can rebuild in moments what you thought would take a lifetime to repair. My power is not limited by your past, and my love is not limited by your mistakes. The moment you turn to me, everything begins to change. There will come a peace that does not make sense, peace that does not depend on what you see or what you have. It will come quietly, like dawn after the longest night, and you will know it is me. You will wake one morning and realize the fear that once ruled your mind has grown silent, replaced by a stillness that feels like home. That stillness is my presence. Do not fear what is coming, for I will be with you in every unknown. Even when the world trembles, you will stand, not because you are strong, but because you are held. My love will be the ground beneath your feet when everything else shakes. Trust it. Lean into it. It will not fail you. The people you thought you lost, the dreams you buried, the parts of yourself you stopped believing in, I can breathe life into all of it again. I am the God who brings life out of ashes, hope out of sorrow, purpose out of pain. Nothing is wasted when it is placed in my hands. Even your deepest wounds can become the very places where my light shines through the brightest. So come to me, not with rehearsed prayers or perfect words, but with honesty. Bring me your confusion, your exhaustion, your unspoken fears. I do not need your perfection, I want your presence. Sit with me in silence. Let my spirit wash over you like gentle rain after drought. You don't need to force anything, just let yourself be loved. I am doing something new in you. You cannot see it yet, but the roots of it are growing deep beneath the surface. The pain you feel now is not punishment, it is preparation. The discomfort is the soil breaking open so new life can grow. If you trust me through this season, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more radiant than you have ever been. My child, healing begins the moment you stop running from yourself. I know the corners of your heart where you hide the things you cannot forgive. I know the names you whisper to your regret and the moments that replay when you close your eyes. You believe that letting go means forgetting, but it does not. Letting go means allowing me to touch what still hurts until it no longer controls you. You have spent so much energy protecting your pain that you have forgotten what peace feels like. But I am not asking you to erase your past, I am asking you to hand it to me. I can turn every wound into wisdom. I can turn every loss into light. What the world called failure, I can use as the very proof of your faith. Listen, grace is not weak. It is the strongest force in existence because it keeps loving where everything else would quit. Let that grace fill you. It will teach you to forgive what once felt unforgivable, to love the people who never said sorry, to see yourself not through the lens of shame but through the eyes of purpose. Each day you choose compassion over resentment, you open another window for my light to enter. Each time you choose patience when anger calls your name, you take one step closer to freedom. And each time you choose to hope again, even with trembling hands, you declare that darkness cannot win. I am rebuilding you from the inside out. You will notice it in small ways first, the calm in moments that once stirred anxiety, the sudden gratitude in ordinary things, the quiet strength that rises when you thought you were empty. Do not dismiss these signs, they are evidence that my Spirit is working in you. Soon, others will see it too. They will see the peace that does not match your circumstances, the joy that returns after sorrow, the kindness that flows even when you are tired. And they will ask, what changed? Tell them the truth, it was love. Tell them you finally believed that you were never alone, that you were never too far gone, that you were never forgotten. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, not the version the world demanded, but the soul I dreamed into being before time began. You carry light now, and that light will touch more hearts than you can count. Do not hide it again. Let your life speak quietly but clearly of the mercy that found you and the grace that never let you go. My child, the time has come for you to rise. You have spent many seasons surviving, but I have not called you to merely survive, I have called you to live. The breath in your lungs is not an accident, it is evidence that I still have a purpose for you. The world needs what I have placed inside you, even if you cannot see its worth yet. Do not wait for perfection before you begin. Start where you are, with what you have. Every act of kindness, every word of truth, every small moment of love carries more power than you imagine. You do not have to move mountains, you only need to move faithfully. I will take care of the rest. There are people waiting for the light you carry, souls wandering in the same darkness you once knew. They will not be drawn by your strength, but by your honesty, your tenderness, your willingness to show them that brokenness can be beautiful when it is placed in divine hands. Tell your story. Speak of what grace has done for you. Share the moments when you almost gave up, but something greater held you together. In doing so, you will become a doorway for others to find hope. I will give you new strength. You will wake with purpose again, not because life has become easy, but because you will know that every challenge hides a hidden blessing. You will see that every setback was a setup for something greater. You will learn that faith is not the absence of storms, but the certainty that I will be with you through them all. Do not fear walking a path that few understand. The way of light is narrow, but it leads to freedom. Let go of the approval you once chased, it was never meant to define you. The only voice that must guide you is mine, steady, quiet, and full of peace. When you feel uncertain, return to stillness and listen. I will guide you not through noise, but through knowing. I am preparing doors you cannot yet see. You think the waiting is a punishment, but it is preparation. You are being shaped for something that requires patience, humility, and depth. What I am building in you will last beyond this moment, it will ripple into generations. So, do not despise slow growth. The roots must go deep before the fruit appears. You will walk through seasons of testing, but they will no longer break you. You have learned who I am, and that truth will anchor you. When doubt comes, you will remember the moments I carried you. When fear whispers, you will answer with faith. When pain returns, you will look at your scars and see proof of healing, not weakness. You will find beauty in ordinary things, in the morning light, in laughter, in forgiveness. You will find me in all of it. And as you do, you will realize that I was never far, that I was never angry beyond redemption, that every difficult chapter was written with love. My beloved, walk boldly now. The past no longer defines you. The mistakes no longer bind you. The future is not something to fear, it is something to build with me. You are free. Free to forgive. Free to create. Free to begin again. Free to love as you were meant to love, fully, without fear of loss. When the world looks at you, they will see light, but you will know it is not yours, it is mine, shining through your surrender. Carry it gently, humbly, and with joy. You are my vessel, my reflection, my child. And I am proud of how far you have come.